Hey guys, John here at RealTruck.com. Today I want to show you how to install the Extang Encore tonneau cover on this 2016 Ram. Okay guys, so the first step we need to do is take a look at our truck and see if it has bed rail caps. If it does, and the bed rail cap is higher than the bulkhead, then what we need to do is put the bulkhead seal on. Now the way we're going to do that is make sure this is clean and dry, and then we're just going to line it up right here on the edge at the beginning, and line it up right along the edge of our bulkhead, and just go along. Now when you get to the other side, you're going to have some left over that's going to stick over the edge. Not a big deal. You just take a pair of scissors and just simply cut it off so that it's right flush up against the bed rail cap on the other side. So I'm going to get this on here, and then we'll be ready for the next step. Alright, so we're going to use our clamp and put it in there for our space. And then, if you notice on the side rail, it actually tells you where to put the clamps. And on this one, it's actually up underneath, right here where you see this hook is here, that's where this one's going to go. So I'm going to put this one on there, right there in the center, and get this set up. Now, I'll move my head out of the way here in just a second so you guys can kind of see what the heck I'm doing. So I'll get this started out here. Make sure that I get it in the right position. Now, it's essential, guys, when you put these clamps on, that you get them installed correctly, because that's what's actually going to hold this rail and keep this rail so that it's horizontal with the bed rail. If it's not, then it's not going to allow your cover to open and close properly. Put this other one on down here on this end. You can see right here, same marking tag. We're going to put this one right up under here. Well, what usually will work really well is if you actually put these up as high as you can, and that usually will get it so that it keeps this level like it's supposed to. Now you can see here I'm tightening these a little bit, but I'm not tightening them up, and I'll explain to you why here in just a second. Right now I just want them to be on there enough to hold this so it doesn't fall. Do the same thing down there on this end. Okay, once we have these all in place where they're going to set, then the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to push down on the side rail, because if you notice there's a nice seal that goes along here, and we want that seal to make good contact and to keep that sealed up. So I'm going to push down on this, and at the same time I'm going to tighten up this clamp. And then we're just going to go along the whole rail and do that at each clamp location. Okay, and what I would suggest is to go ahead and pull your drain tube out of there. That's just how it comes from shipping. And lay it off to the side so you don't forget that it's in there. And we're ready to put the one on the other side, and it's going to attach just like this one did. So let's get that going. Once our rails are on, the next thing, which is an important step, is to install our drain tubes. What these drain tubes are for is to keep any water or anything like that that gets in your rail from getting into your truck box. Now, there's a couple different ways depending on the vehicle that you're doing it on, and it just so happens on this one we've got a couple different spots we can go in. One, we can either put our drain rail or our drain tube in here. Two things you can do, either pop that completely out or you can drill a hole in it and insert it. Or there's a little one right here on the side, and what we're going to do is we're just going to peel this little one out of here. Okay, so we got the little cap off of there, and then we can take our drain rail and we can actually insert it right inside there and bring it up here and attach it right onto our rail. Now this is a little stiff to get on here. You have to put a little pressure on it, twist it back and forth, but that's by design, so that way it doesn't come off very easily. And there we go, we're all set, and that'll help keep that water from getting into the box of our truck. We're going to go ahead and put the one on the other side, and then I'm going to show you guys how to get the cover onto the truck. Alright guys, so we're going to get our cover on. The way we're going to do this, we're going to get it set up here. Locks in correctly, and then we're going to take our hooks and then hook this right here on both sides. Okay, and we'll make sure that this is latched into place just like that. Okay, one of the things you guys might have noticed was that this comes with a key lock on it. Now, one of the really neat things about this is that you can actually key this to use the same key that your truck uses. It's real simple to do. You just simply put your key in and you turn it till you feel it stop about 3/4 of the way, and turn it back and forth about 5 times, and it should be all set and coded to your truck ignition switch key or your door key. In most cases they're the same key. Now, I would normally show you how to do that, but this isn't my truck, so I'm not sure that the owner is going to want it done that way, so we're just not going to do that right now, but it's pretty simple to do. Right now I'm just going to make sure that everything is locked into place like it's supposed to, and that we're all good here with the locking mechanisms, and everything's going to lock down the way it should be. So let me just make sure we're all set with that. You hear that unlock, and then when it locks in, you can hear that it's latched down, and it's not going anywhere. And it's fitting perfect on our bulkhead seal. So the next thing we're going to do then is we're going to continue to unfold this and make sure that it latches up properly here on the back side. All right, everything looks good. It's all latched into place. Now, if you noticed earlier, there's some spacers that come along with this. Now, if for some reason this wasn't locking down where it was nice and snug like it is on here, then you would attach those spacers on here, and that's just going to give it a little extra. Yeah, it's just going to take the gap out of it so that it'll fit tighter. Like I said, with the lock on here, one of the neat parts about this is you can open this from this end as well. So that way, if you happen to have a toolbox or something in here, or if you're like me, you put stuff in the back of your truck, it always ends up rolling up against the cab, you can easily reach in here and grab it out. So that's kind of a really neat feature as well. Now, if you go ahead and add this in conjunction with, say, a locking tailgate, it's going to keep your stuff out of sight, pretty secure, so you don't have to worry about it. So everything looks like it's fitting well. Close the tailgate up here, make sure it's fitting properly, and indeed it is. So there you go, guys. That's how quick and easy it is to install this Extang Encore tonneau cover onto your truck. So remember, until next time, happy motoring.